Welcome once again. It's time for Shelf Life Book Reviews Online, where I present to you a very highly recommended book. And hopefully, after my review, you will very seriously consider purchasing it. And the book, this time out, is Big Swiss by Jen Beagin. This is published by Scribner, and it retails for $36. Jen Beagin is noted for her quirky books with quirky characters. Well, this one definitely, you add the check mark, quirky. And the characters are really a pleasure to read about, and they're definitely different. Let's put it that way. The book revolves around Greta, who was a pharmacy technician in Los Angeles. She sort of had a falling out with her boyfriend, or actually was her fiance, and so she decided she had to leave to make a fresh start. So she moved to a farmhouse in Hudson, New York, and she lives with another girl. It's called Sabine, the other girl's name is. And she has a dog, Pinon, and so she has to find a job. So she meets this sex therapist. His name is Om, O-M, and he hires her to be a transcriptionist, as it says. I typed this into my computer and it came up as a spelling error, so I don't know if there's an actual word as transcriptionist, but that's what she's doing according to the book. She's transcribing his tapes with his clients because he wants to write a book. He's a sex therapist and he wants to write about his interesting clients that he has talked to over the years. So Greta is given this, she's to transcribe a tape with one of his latest clients. And as she hears it, she calls the woman Big Swiss because she's from Switzerland. And the woman is a gynecologist and she's married. And her big deal is she has never had an orgasm in her life. And so she's upset about that. Plus, she was almost beaten to death several years ago, and the man who did it, he was sent to prison, but now he's about to be released from prison. So Greta is absolutely fascinated by this woman. And as she transcribes the tape, she adds a few of her own little comments about the woman she calls Big Swiss. And so it's very interesting right there. So Greta takes her dog Pinon to a dog park, and she meets another woman there who has a dog. And they start talking, and as soon as she hears the woman's voice, she realizes this is Big Swiss. So it's a big world where you can go to a dog park and meet the woman who you are transcribing her tape. Now, her actual name, Big Swiss's name, is Flavia. And so the two start to have a very intimate relationship. They have a lot in common. Now, of course, she doesn't tell her that she's transcribing her tape. So that makes it all the more interesting that she knows something about her, but Flavia doesn't know something about Greta. So there's some pretty steamy moments there, steamy, kinky sex and whatever you want to call it. It's absolutely fascinating to read about Greta and her thoughts about Flavia and Flavia's perception about Greta. So it turned into, like I said, it's a very quirky book. And it's got a lot of interesting moments. And then the man who was in prison for almost beating Flavia to death, he's free. And one day in the dog park, Greta's dog is shot in the leg. And Greta immediately believes that it is the man who was released from prison who was actually shooting at Flavia's dog, but hit her dog instead. So she does confront the man, and he denies it, that he loves animals. So it's absolutely fascinating. Who shot the dog? Who's after who? But the book is about a lot of lies and deception, because Flavia lies to her husband. Greta has lied to Flavia that she, knows her because of her sex tapes or the tapes that she's transcribed with the sex therapist. So it's really a comedy of, I won't say errors, but it's absolutely fascinating. So if you like a quirky sexual book, I don't know if you could really call it chick lit. It's of that genre, but it's a lot deeper than that. So if you're looking for a big, great read, pick up Big Swiss, because there's no Swiss cheese here. It's not a cheesy book, but it's a great, great work of fiction. So if you do purchase it, please let me know if you do agree with my review, which I think you will, because it's different. So thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and sorry, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. And until we meet again, stay safe, stay sane, stay in touch, and I will see you at the bookstore. Thank you again. Bye-bye.